welcome back to our home. Today we are in the coffee bar space. This space actually sits in the dining room, which is right off of the kitchen. Instead of having the traditional dining table in here, we chose to have a coffee bar. I did take a very long time to choose this coffee bar piece. I have shared in a previous video how I organized it, and I can link that below. But instead of having the traditional artwork above it, which is the piece you see here, I now have a shelf. I actually DIY'd the shelf myself, and I'm excited to bring you in a little closer, share the details of the shelf, why I chose the colors I chose, and then of course the pieces that are on it. And if you notice, there is a couch that sits here. It is very cozy and comfortable. So this just creates a nice little lounge space that you can just hang out in, relax, have your favorite coffee, latte, or even tea. So I just wanted to share, and I hope y'all will hang out with me, and we're gonna come in a little closer, and I'm gonna show you all the pieces that I chose. So I'm bringing y'all in a little closer to the coffee bar space. I did go ahead and clear the shelf as you see. That way I can share each piece and why I chose them and show you the close-up of the details and the colors of each piece. The shelf specifically I made, I did go ahead and measure so I could get the exact size that would fit above the coffee bar. You can see that it's a neutral cream base colored, and I did put some trim on it as well, and I'll share a close-up of that. And then I just painted it all the same color. I'm loving the neutral colors, that way I can style them any way I want and it will last forever, hopefully. And then of course I have the little brackets you can see here. These brackets were actually black in color, and I'm starting to love the gold tones. So I did go ahead and I did my little rub and buff, and this is a antique gold, and I love how they turned out. This has been something I love to use when I just want to add a little bit of gold, but also stay on the antique side of it. And I just love the warmth that it brings as well. My goal is to get some coffee hooks under here. I'm looking at a gold piece that I like now that hopefully I'll get soon. And I will hang it under here so we can hang our coffee mugs up. Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this space, and we are going to go ahead and decorate the shelf now. Now we're going to go ahead and install the coffee bar shelf. I brought y'all in just a little bit closer so you can see each piece and why I chose them and where I placed them, and I'll talk about each one a little bit more in depth. We're going to start with the centerpiece as we always do. It is the neutral base you see here with the lavender. What I love about this piece is I love that it's a water pitcher style, and I actually found it at a local store on a major discount around after the spring holiday time. So after the holidays is the best time to shop when you're looking for certain pieces for your home. I really loved the style of the water pitcher base, but I wasn't enjoying the colors. They were just too bright for my style. As you notice, a lot of my pieces will be neutral, and then I'll work around that with color when I want to. So what I did is I faux painted the water pitcher base. I'm going to show you a close-up so you can see the texture. The texture is the baking soda paint type of paint. So you just add your baking soda to the paint and just stipple it on, and then you can create the texture that you're looking for. So I love how this turned out. And then of course I glazed the handle with the dark brown glaze so it looks kind of antique-y. So I love how that looks. And then the lavender, you can see I have 2 stems of lavender that I've placed in the vase. This lavender I recently found at Target, and I love how they look neutral and realistic, and they could last year round, but you could change your stems out for the holidays as well. So just placed a couple of those in there. And then another tip I'll give you, which you may already know, is if you ever need to elevate your stems with height, depending on the size of the vase, especially when it's a wider vase, put your paper in the bottom, whether it's tissue paper or regular paper, just to give it some elevation. So this will be our centerpiece. Oh, and one more thing, the jute bow. I love jute. You'll see me add a lot of jute bows to my pieces because I love how they're natural, neutral, and simple. So this is our centerpiece. Now I'll focus on the right and left sides. That's usually what I will try to focus on next when I'm decorating a longer shelf space like this. On this side, I'm going to start with the neutral planter and plant. I will share that I recently found these two pieces and the lavender at Target. These are some of my favorite pieces lately. I've been finding a lot of just inexpensive finds at Target that are around that $5 range that are within budget for me. I do recommend always when decorating, use what you already have and work around that. If you can find a few inexpensive pieces, then I don't mind adding them. So here's the plant up close and the planter, and then I just placed one inside the other, and I love how that looks. It looks neutral and realistic at the same time. So this piece will go over here. And then on the other side, these pieces I already had. You can see the little planter with the little green ball neutral plant type of thing in it, and then the riser. And that just gives it some elevation and height. And I love the warmth and neutral look of these as well. So these will go over on this side, and then we will focus on the sections between this area. Now we're going to style the spaces between the plants and the water-based pitcher. I'm going to show you some pieces I already have, and then a couple that I found today that I will add as well. The wooden dough bowls I already had. They were on my foyer in the front. You can see that one's a heart shape and one's just a smaller shape. I love the wood tones that these have in them, the warmth, and the colors as well. So this will warm up the space nicely. And then these might be some of my favorite pieces. I found these at Target today. They are by the Figment brand, and it also says food safe on them, so you could use them for a little gathering party if you wanted to, and also for decoration as well. But I love the neutral wooden tones in them, how they bring out the warmth as well. So I'm going to show you how I'll style these pieces with the wooden dough bowls up in this space. Coffee bar shelf with y'all. I hope that you were able to pick up some tips and ideas for your home too. It doesn't have to be in the coffee bar area. It can be in any shelf or any space in your home. I'm trying to just share some ideas to help y'all see how you can mix different textures and colors and tones just to bring into your space, and of course depending on your style as well. From the faux plants, which look realistic and neutral, to the wooden tones, and of course the painting techniques that I share with y'all as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you will give me a thumbs up, like my video, and come back for more, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.